What if I told you the things you do every single day could actually be hurting your dog? Not on purpose, not in an obvious way, but slowly and quietly over time. We all love our dogs. They're not just pets, they're family. They greet us at the door, they stay by our side when we're down, and they trust us completely. But here's the problem: some of the most common habits we have as dog owners, things that feel totally normal, can actually stress them out, damage their health, or even shorten their life. And the worst part is, most people don't even realize they're doing it. So, today we're going to talk about 6 everyday things that hurt your dog and what you should do instead. Let's start with something almost every dog owner has done. You're eating, and your dog gives you that look. You know the one: big eyes, head tilted, tail wagging like crazy. And just like that, you give in because it feels harmless, like one small bite won't hurt. But the truth is, many human foods are actually dangerous for dogs. Things like chocolate, grapes, onions, garlic, and even fatty leftovers can cause serious health problems. Even when the food isn't toxic, constantly feeding table scraps can lead to weight gain, digestive issues, and bad habits like begging every time you eat. And over time, this doesn't just affect their behavior, it affects their health. Instead, it's better to stick to proper dog food and safe treats. And if you really want to share food, make sure it's dog safe and only in small amounts. Another common mistake is not giving your dog enough exercise. Dogs aren't built to just lie around all day. Even if your dog seems calm at home, that doesn't mean they don't need physical activity. A lack of exercise can lead to obesity, anxiety, boredom, and destructive behavior, which is when you start seeing things like chewed furniture, constant barking, or sudden bursts of hyper energy. It's not because your dog is bad, it's because they have energy with nowhere to go. The solution is simple: daily walks, playtime, or even short runs can make a huge difference, and just 20 to 30 minutes a day can completely improve your dog's mood and behavior. Now, let's talk about something many owners struggle with: yelling or using harsh discipline. Every dog owner gets frustrated sometimes. Maybe your dog chewed your shoes, made a mess, or didn't listen. And in that moment, it's easy to raise your voice. But yelling doesn't teach your dog what's right or wrong. It only teaches them to be afraid of you. Dogs don't understand punishment the same way humans do. They respond to tone, energy, and consistency. So instead of learning, they feel confused, anxious, or scared. Over time, this can damage your bond and even lead to aggressive or fearful behavior. A better approach is to use positive reinforcement, reward good behavior, use calm corrections, and stay consistent, because a dog that feels safe learns much faster. Another thing that can really affect your dog is leaving them alone for too long. Dogs are social animals. They don't just enjoy companionship, they depend on it. When a dog is left alone for long hours every day, they can become anxious, lonely, and sometimes even panic. This is known as separation anxiety, and it can show up as constant barking, destroying furniture, scratching doors, or refusing to eat. It's not bad behavior, it's emotional distress. If you're often away, try giving them interactive toys, consider a dog walker or doggy daycare. And when you're home, make sure to give them real attention, because to your dog, you are their whole world. Something that is often overlooked is dental care. Many people think bad breath is normal for dogs, but it can actually be a sign of dental disease. Over time, bacteria builds up in their mouth, leading to gum infections, tooth loss, and in serious cases, it can even affect vital organs if the bacteria enters the bloodstream. The scary part is dogs are very good at hiding pain, so by the time you notice something is wrong, it might already be serious. That's why regular brushing, dental chews, and routine vet checkups are so important, because a healthy mouth means a healthier life for your dog. Another big issue is lack of mental stimulation. Dogs don't just need physical exercise, they need mental exercise too, because they are intelligent and naturally curious. When they don't get enough stimulation, they create their own entertainment, and that usually leads to problems like chewing things they shouldn't, digging holes or barking nonstop. It's not because they are naughty, it's because they are bored. Giving them puzzle toys, training sessions, or teaching them new tricks can make a huge difference. And even just a few minutes a day can keep their mind active and engaged. There's also something many owners don't realize, and that's walking their dog on hot pavement. On a hot day, the ground can become extremely hot, hot enough to burn your dog's paws. And if it's too hot for your hand, then it's definitely too hot for their feet. A simple change like walking your dog early in the morning, later in the evening, or sticking to grassy areas can protect them from unnecessary pain. At the end of the day, being a great dog owner isn't just about love, it's about awareness. Sometimes the smallest habits can have the biggest impact on your dog's health and happiness, but the good news is every single one of these mistakes is easy to fix. Once you make these changes, you're not just avoiding harm, you're giving your dog a happier, healthier, and longer life right by your side. If you love your dog and want the best for them, make sure to pay attention to these everyday habits because they matter more than you think,